Hey guys, before this video starts, just wanted to say this really quick thing first, that right now you can see the actual green screen that I am using, and I just wanted to say that in this video there is green screen, so if you see any flickering or anything, that's because it's a green screen and I started editing with green screen. So yeah, please don't judge me. And the last thing, well, the second thing and the last thing, is that I talk a whole lot about a cannon in the background and a war battlefield. I don't think I'm crazy, but that is not going to actually be here. It will actually be the symbol, like our logo for the channel, Magic Zone. Here, I'll hold it up for you. I actually made it out of paper. So yeah, here, let me see. Right, like that, sort of. So yeah, the M and the Z, which is what you will see in the background, because most of the other images that I found on the internet relating to our topic are either copyrighted in some way, shape, or form, or can be copyrighted. And this image cannot be copyrighted because I took it on this blue thingy that you may or may not see right now. I don't think you can, so I'll hold it up, this stuff. And yeah, also, let me know down in the comments if you liked the way, did you like not seeing the table, like all my papers and stuff? Because if you didn't like seeing that, then just put that down in the comments. Yes, I did like not seeing the table, or no, I want to see the table, or something like that, and I will adjust to that. And in future videos, we will be going over precons that are pre-constructed by Wizards of the Coast and evaluating them and going through them. They may be recent, they may not be. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Peace. Hi guys, assuming I did this right, which I'm pretty sure I did, you should see a type of a medieval battlefield behind me. And if you do, great, that worked. If not, well, I'm sad, and this next part will make me look really ridiculous. Alright, so if it's correct, and there should be like a cannon and like beautiful sky. It may be a bit wrinkled because, well, I just got it, and you'd be like, you just got what? I see you singing at Battlefield. Well, I just got, got this. Assuming I edited that correct, you should see a green screen behind me instead of a battlefield. Now, however, if I did that, and I should have, then you will, when I clap my hands again, you will see it as a battlefield again. 3, 2, 1. See? Beautiful. Alright, so yeah, that's how a green screen works. But this is my now completed setup, guys. We've got a light here. We've got, obviously, a table. This is a table. I just put felt on it, so it's blue. You guys can't see it, but this is what it looks like, alright? And then, of course, I've got a green screen behind me, alright? Alright. And then, yeah. But let's get into our main topic, because I don't want to waste too much time on that. Our main topic is the only commanders we have not gone over yet. Mishra claimed by Gix with Phyrexian Dragon Engine. You put them together, you form them together, and you get a Phyrexian Artificer. 9/9 Mishra lost to Phyrexia. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and I wanted to dedicate a whole episode to this because this, in my opinion, was the most powerful out of the 3 meld commanders. And yes, Urza is a meld commander. He is a meld commander, along with, I don't remember the last name. Sorry. But it's been a while because this setup has taken a while to get through. So yeah. Hold up. Give me a second. I gotta go get my book. Enjoy the battlefield, alright? Because, well, next episode, it might be something different. It might be a beach. It might not be a beach. Alright, I got my book. I will try to keep it based on what we're talking about. And I felt that in this episode, we're talking about the war between Mishra and, what's his name? Mishra and Urza. Then I thought a battlefield would be appropriate. So yeah, but also my chair, I hope you like it. It's blue and it's black. So yeah, it's pretty nice. But I wanted to go get this book because I don't know if you guys are into D&D, but if you are, this is not a sponsorship, by the way. Although I really hope I would get to one of them. this is me asking if you guys like D&D, because me and my brothers will be going through the adventure out of the abyss. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. It's a pretty cool adventure, and we will be going over it on our 311 channel, which actually it might be 331. I think it's 3 brothers, 3 chairs, and a Pop-Tart screen, because that's our Dungeon Master screen. But yeah, if you like D&D and you want to watch it, go over to that channel and watch it. There will be probably, I don't know, probably won't be anything now that I think about it. But if you click on the card that appears somewhere between when I'm talking, and you click on that, you can go to the 311 channel, or 331. We should really rename that. All right. So yeah, Out of the Abyss. Also, I have future episodes coming up, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but there will be a lot of downtime between. Well, there has been a lot of downtime between when. Oh geez, what was it called? What was the last set? The Brothers War. My mistake. The Brothers War came out, and the final, I guess, Dominaria thing, which is, no, it's one of the final. It's Phyrexia all will be one, and then it will be March of the Machine, and it will be March of the Machine Aftermath, along with Doctor Who somewhere in there, and of course the Wizard of Oz, I think. I could be getting that wrong, don't quote me on that. But I know that Doctor Who and Lord of the Rings, that's one I was missing, is coming. But since we've got a lot of downtime, and I've gotten a lot of stuff over this past few weeks, and Christmas, with Christmas and all that, I mostly ask for precons for Christmas and my birthday, because if I ask for specific cards, they may get bent up and stuff. But yeah, 2 of these you have already seen on camera, assuming you watch my videos. I think you should. If not, all 3 of these will be out soon. First one is Innistrad Midnight Hunt will help the Rock Cleaver Undead Unleashed. So yeah, I got this deck, and if you haven't seen me unbox it yet, you should, because I know I unboxed that one. But we will have a video dedicated to each of these, talking about them. And then we have Dihada, Binder of Wills. I don't know what the name of this is called, but this is from the Dominaria United. So yeah, she's cool. Legends Matter deck. And then, I know what this one's called. It is Necron Dynasties, Universes Beyond, Cesarek the Silent King, Warhammer. Although I have Anakir the Traveler as the main guy, because in my opinion he's just a better substitute, we'll say. But yeah, we will be going over all 3 of those. They will each have their separate episodes. So yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to get straight into the topic, because, well, we are wasting time. We've probably wasted 5 minutes already, maybe 10. Mishra, claimed by Gix. 2, a black and a red, for a legendary creature. Phyrexia, human artificer. 3/5. Whenever you attack, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of attacking creatures. If Mishra, claimed by Gix, and a creature named Phyrexian Dragon Engine are attacking, and you both own and control them, exile them, and meld them into Mishra, lost to Phyrexia. It enters the battlefield tapped, and it's a 9/9. No, tapped and attacking. That makes sense. We'll talk about Mishra, lost to Phyrexia. I would like to mention something, that you can have Mishra, claimed by Gix, as your commander. You can't have the Phyrexian Dragon Engine with him. So they can't, it's not a partner thing, or friends forever, or any of those. Or the background either. No. The Phyrexian Dragon Engine is a card that's shuffled into your library, and you just hope and pray that you find them. Now, there are cards that allow you to get artifacts, like tutor for artifacts, or just find artifacts in general. I don't know any of them off the top of my head, but I'm sure they are out there. So yeah, if you don't know them, then just go on Scryfall and search, and go to the advanced search and search your deck for an artifact with mana value 3 or less or something like that. Because this artifact is a 3 mana Phyrexian Dragon Engine 2/2 Phyrexian Dragon. I already said that. Artifact creature Death Strike Dragon thing. When Phyrexia Dragon Engine enters the battlefield from your graveyard, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. It has Unearth for 3 red. Unearth means it comes out of the battle of the graveyard. It has haste, and it gets exiled at the end of your turn. If it would leave the battlefield for any other reasons, I believe it would also get exiled, but I could be wrong with that. But yeah, these are both very powerful. Mishra is obviously the more powerful one. Like the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, I don't know. Like maybe with Mishra you could mill to get the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Just try to mill out yourself. Or, I mean, that's not. Don't mill out yourself. That's not a good idea. But some decks like it and some decks don't. Mishra claimed by Gix, you could mill to try to get the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Like, there's Out of the Tombs, which is mill to. No, you put 2 Eon counters at the beginning of your upkeep. Hold up. I have it. As I'm talking, I will try to find it. I know it's in here. If it's not in here, and I have memory loss, which would not be good. Alright. Anarchy Traveler. Hold up. Let me find it real quick, and I can read it to you. Because this deck is completely artifact based. Completely. Alright. So, let's see. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Mishra is obviously the more powerful out of the 3 because you want a lot of creatures. So maybe there's a token strategy if you want to do, like you can play out a bunch of tokens. That would work because you play out a bunch of tokens and then you have an army. Quite literally, because you, if you do it correctly, there will be an army. I found it. And that would be really good because then you have an army and you attack. All your opponents are losing life general, but if you attack with 10 guys at 1 player, then everybody loses 10 life no matter what. It doesn't say they have to deal combat damage. It just says when you attack with X. Each opponent gains life, blah, blah, blah. Alright, Out of the Tombs. 2 and a Black Friend enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. Put 2 Eon counters on Out of the Tombs, then mill cards equal to the number of Eon counters on it. If you would draw a card while your library has no card in it, instead return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If you can't, you lose the game. So this is obviously graveyard heavy because if you want to go that way, you can go graveyard heavy and completely dump your whole entire library into your graveyard. I did that once and it worked out quite good for me, and then I ended up having 3 turns to win the game. That was not recorded, by the way. Speaking of that, sorry I'm getting off topic. We will start recording games over the table as soon as I get a few of these videos out, because who doesn't like to see some Magic the Gathering gameplay? I like to see Magic the Gathering gameplay, which is why I watch Magic the Gathering gameplay. Alright, so yeah, Mishra, you want to attack with a lot of guys if you want to get full advantage, because black and red, as of my knowledge, don't have a lot of gain life. In fact, black and red are black is the complete opposite. Black is like death, 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 so it's not really life, life, life. That's more white's color. So yeah, and red, of course, is more direct damage, so that won't help either. So, yeah. And if, of course, you are losing life some way or another, like you can just throw it to waste because you will just gain it back, then there's Black Market's Connections, which came out in Battle for Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends, Battle for Baldur's Gate. It's just Battle for Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends. It's not Commander Legends, it's not Battle for Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends, Commander Legends. It's only said once. But yeah, that just came out, and if you use all of its abilities every turn, you will lose 6 every turn, but if you do it right with this, then you will gain a lot of life, and each opponent will go down. And you'll just keep getting value while your opponents are like, how do we stop them? Of course, a board wipe would solve it. Or like, I don't know. There's one in my horror deck that's like, it gives -2/-2 to all creatures, which is really good. But it's really bad if you are playing, I think it's -3/-3. If you are playing token strategy. I don't know many token creators in black, but there are a few in red. Actually, black has complete zombies. Like, there's so many zombies. Like, will help. Will help's blue and black, but whatever. Alright, we'll just pretend. No, we won't pretend. But there are many creators in black that involve creating tokens, and then there are, of course, ways of sacrificing it in both these colors. Like, there's, I don't know any of them off the top of my head. Like, there are way too many cards in Magic the Gathering's history. I'm not saying that they should not stop creating them, but I'm just saying there are a lot. If you ever looked at like how many Magic the Gathering cards are in Magic the Gathering's history, there is a lot. All right, but yeah, and then of course red has goblins and stuff like that. They also have dragons. Like, there are dragons. If you can go a dragon strategy. There are cards that will reduce cost of dragons and stuff like that. And then there are, of course, things that will, never mind, I'm thinking of green. But there is a card in green and black that it's a saga, and at the end of it, it says duplicate all, like, make a copy of all the tokens you control. And that would be really good, because then you buff up your army, you attack. And then, of course, you're in red, you can throw anger into your graveyard, which is really good, because tokens, I don't believe have summoning sickness. I could be wrong with that. But any creatures you play, and if you want to get the ability off them, because most likely if it's a big one, they will not live the attack or rotation. Because if you're playing with 3, 4, 5 people, if you're playing with 5, I don't know what's happening there. But if you're playing with 3 or 4, then it will most likely not live the rotation. If you're playing with a bunch of people, then it will almost definitely not. So yeah, there are a lot of things. And then, of course, there's Morag, Fury of Akum, which is a guy who basically says, after this combat step, there's an additional combat. So yeah, so basically you get an extra turn for combat, but it's not an extra turn. So yeah, it's a very, very powerful ability that Mishra has, because, well, it's powerful if that's not obvious. And then, of course, Phyrexian Dragon Engine, it's not much. I mean, the only reason you would discard your hand is if you have no cards in your hand, which is good, I guess. But then you meld them and you create Mishra, Lost of Phyrexia, which is a big magic card. Hold up. I need to test this out really quick. Are these two sides with the actual Magic the Gathering cards? I don't think they are. Come on, get out. Choo-choo. Come on, come on. Yep. Thank you. We will grab Iron Expedition. Yeah, they are not to size. They're pretty close. But this is, point aside, a giant Magic the Gathering card. Hold up. I gotta push that card down to its sleeve. Alright, it is a Enormo. I think it's the biggest Magic card I have ever seen. Although, to be fair, you go to one of those Magic Fests and or Command Fests or whatever, and they have those giant cards, so whatever. Alright, but Mishra Lost to Phyrexia, I know it's in black and white, I'm sorry, but that's how big it is. It's big. And then there's Mishra, Claimed by Gex, and the Dragon Form Engine, I believe. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. So yeah. Mishra Lost to Phyrexia is a legendary artifact creature. Phyrexian Artificer. 9/9. Whenever a Mishra Lost to Phyrexia enters the battlefield or attacks, choose 3. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Mishra deals 3 damage to any target. Destroy target artifact or planeswalker. Creatures you control gain menace and trample until the end of turn. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Create 2 tapped power stones. Alright, so this is obviously an extremely powerful ability. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options. So that's good. I'm just going to write 6 and circle it because that's important, alright? 6 things. And this can easily clear out a board state very fast. Even if you only attack with Mishra, claimed by Gix and Phyrexian Dragon Engine, and then they both get their ability, like that's only 2, then Mishra, you will gain 2 life and lose. And everyone else will lose 2. And you can deal another 3. Like that's if you're that desperate, then that's a big amount of damage. But yeah, if you alright, I'm deciding what to say. But like target opponent discards 2 cards. That's very good, especially if someone has a full grip on the game and you want them to lose. Not lose, but not do great. And then you can destroy target artifact or planeswalker, which isn't great. Like it's good, but it's not. It's good. I'll put it that way. You're getting a 9/9 for just attacking. That's good. So a 9/9 for 5, 6, 7 mana with a bunch of abilities and 2 cards before it. Not bad. All right. Anyway. Destroy target artifact or planeswalker. If you are not a threat when you play this card, there is something seriously wrong with the rest of the table. If you play Mishra claimed by Gix, if you have Mishra claimed by Gix on the battlefield, and you play Phyrexian Dragon Engine, and the whole entire table does not go, where the heck did that come from, and stare at you down like, we need to murder this now, then you shouldn't be playing this card. Let's just say that, alright? Because if you play this card and nobody looks at you like, or has a talk with the rest of the table that says, we need to kill one or both of those things before he gets to attack, something has gone seriously, like, that you shouldn't have played that card. Let me just say that. Because if you play this card and everyone's not staring you down like, arch enemy right here, attack him, then there's someone else at the table that's the arch enemy, and you should not be playing this card. Maybe you are just so you can get the meld in and be like, ooh, ah, or something like that. Oh. But yeah, Mishra, claimed by Gix, is obviously the more powerful one. Phyrexian Dragon Engine, a great card. And Mishra Lost to Phyrexia is even better because it also has creatures you control gain mass and trample until end of turn. I don't know if you noticed. Mishra Lost to Phyrexia 9/9 does not have trample, which they can block with a 1/1 and not take any damage. So yeah, mass and trample is a big thing. And then creatures you don't control get -1/-1 until end of turn. That won't clear out a lot of things, but with that deals 3 damage to any target, then you can probably kill something. Because most of the cards in Magic the Gathering are hovering around that 4, maybe 5, maybe even 6 if you're lucky. The big ones are hovering around 6 and above. But like for toughness, hovering around like maybe 4, 5 at the most. Like for the med cards, like meh, like they're important, but they're not the most important. So giving everything -1/-1, that will kill a token deck, like automatically. If you get more Ag Fury of Akum, then you do that, and you attack with Mishra Lost Phyrexia, giving everything -2/-2 until end of turn, dealing 6 damage to any target if you choose those 2 abilities twice. Then that will most definitely clear out a board state. Again, if that doesn't, then everyone has better stuff than you, I guess. And then create 2 tap Power Stones. I think Power Stones are just tap them and you add 1, but you can only spend that mana to cast artifacts. So that's good if you want to go the artifact route with Mishra. There's not that. No, I can't speak today. These 2 cards, and then they form to create 1. So technically, these 3 cards alone are. All right, let me rephrase that. These 2 cards, Mishra and the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, are powerful alone, but then together they are basically arch enemy number 1. It's like if you're sitting at the table and someone comes over to your cards and takes a lighter and burns them in front of you. I'm not saying that would happen, but just imagine the anger you would feel. You would be, I mean, I hope no one does that, or hopefully not. But if someone does that, you will be mad. Just like if they get this meld, you will be mad because you might lose your board state and probably the game. Yeah. But now moving on from that, let's talk about the best points in the game that you should play Mishra Claimed by Gix in the Phyrexian Dragon Engine and decide to meld them. You obviously want to do it when you think it's later in the game, but not too late that it will only last like another turn, right? You want it so that everybody has used up all their board wipes, you think, and everybody has also used up all their destroy target creature. Or you want some type of protection. When I say protection, I don't mean a chump blocker, like a 9/9. I'm sorry, not chump blocker. But like, you don't want a 9/9 sitting out there. Like Mishra. You don't want him sitting out there. Everybody will target him. Even if he was just a 9/9 that just said menace trample, that's bad. Yeah, I think that what makes this card so good is, one, it's on attack and enters. And two, there's 6 abilities and you choose 3 of them. If you choose Mishra deals 3 damage to any target, destroy target artifact or planeswalker, and creatures you control gain menace and trample until the end of turn, that will definitely kill some things, maybe even an opponent. Because let's say they have a blocker, right? It's a 3/3. They're thinking, okay, all they need to do, no, they have a 2/2 and a 1/1, all right? 3/3, all right? And you're thinking, all right, and they're thinking, all right, all they need to do is attack me, and I'll just block with my 1/1. And then you attack, and then you do all that, and they're like, well, snap. And now they have to block with both, but you choose the -3 damage, and you kill that person. They are dead. And the reason you would want to play this late in the game is because a 9/9 swinging at somebody else other than you, like, if someone plays a 9/9 or an 11/11 or a big heavy hitter across the board, everybody will be like, uh-oh, especially if it's late in the game, because then you will most likely be the person who played it will most likely definitely be arch enemy number 1. If they aren't, then you should not have played that card, or they should have not. Or maybe they should have. I don't know. Depends on the situation. I'm not here to criticize your plays. But once again, Mishra, Lost of Phyrexia. Extremely good. Mishra Claimed by Gix. Maybe tokens, maybe not. Definitely attacks. And then Phyrexian Dragon Engine, it's pretty good because you get to discard your hand and draw 3 cards. You can do that if you're low on cards. I don't know why you would, but hey, you can. I don't know if you noticed, but I have a new thumbnail for my videos. Maybe you just clicked on it because you were in our Discord, like the Cookie Hound is. He is in our Discord, and he is there. I don't chat with him a lot because it's only me and him, and it's kind of boring. Come on over and give him a friend because he needs one. There's a link in the description. Go click it, and if you don't, I will be mad and okay? Yeah. And you guys can ask me questions directly from our Discord right there. And I think a new thing that I'm going to start is if you join my Discord and if you ask me a question in my Discord and I save that, I will message you and say, I'm going to save this question for a video. Then you will be, 1, shouted out because of your question, and 2, have your answered questions in front of 20 people. That doesn't sound like a lot, I know, but we hit 24 subscribers. Cheers! With my empty Gatorade bottle, I probably should have thrown away a few weeks ago. All right. Anyway, please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you. And if you haven't, please do, because it will help me out, and we will get to 25, 30.
60, 100. I'm getting way in over my head. But yeah, subscribe, and please join my Discord, and join Cookie Hound in my Discord. Look at the beautiful battlefield as the video fades out.